YouTube? I am back at it again with another video. Today I am going to be answering y'all's questions that I told y'all to send in to me yesterday. But before we get started with the video, make sure you hit that subscribe button so any other video I post from now on, you won't miss it. Let me answer the first question. So, what do you wish you knew before starting nursing school? I actually have a video on this, but I made that video literally a year ago. But just to touch on the basis of it, what I wish I knew is medical terminology. I wish I would have had, like, I took a medical terminology class in high school, but I felt like if I would have took it more serious or maybe took a little bit more advanced medical terminology class, that it definitely would have helped me. And that would have been one less thing that I would have had to worry about once I actually got into nursing school. Okay, the next question is, how long did it take you to complete your prerequisites, and how long is your nursing program? Okay, so it took me, I think it was 2.5 years. Yeah, so 5 semesters. You know, originally it's not supposed to take us that long, but the way that my school works is it's like everybody and their mama needs to take science classes. So, and it's really hard because they want us, you know, the pre-nursing majors to take a science class every single semester. But if everyone else is trying to get it and, you know, some people have priority over other people when it comes to registering, I ended up not having a science class one semester, and it just so happened to be my microbiology class, so that just put me behind. I should have left for nursing school spring 16, but instead I left for fall 16, which is perfectly fine. I'm a strong believer in it doesn't matter how long it takes you to get done as long as you get it done. So yeah, that answers the first question. And then the second question is, how long is your nursing program? So the nursing program itself is 5 semesters, so that is 2.5 years. So a total, when I graduate next May, I would have been in school for 5 years. Okay, the next question is, do you have any family members that work in the medical field? If so, what do they do? And sorry if this is too personal. First off, nothing, it's not too personal because I definitely told you guys y'all can ask me anything, so you're good, don't gotta apologize. So do I have any family members? I do not have any family members that work in the medical field. However, as most of you guys know, my brother has epilepsy, so my family has been in and out of the hospital a lot. So that's kind of what contributed to me actually wanting to be a nurse. And then, you know, my mom having to take care of my brother so much, and, you know, she's so knowledgeable when it comes to that type of stuff. I feel like, you know, she alone works in the nursing field. But no, technically, I don't have anyone that actually works in the field. Okay, the next question is in nursing school, have you ever had to do long papers like over 2 pages? Yes, but the thing with that is a lot of times when you have to write papers, actually, I think every time I've had to write a paper in nursing school, it's been like a group project. So 9 times out of 10, our paper alone is probably like 12 to 15 pages long, but that's with each of us doing like 2 to 3 pages. So me individually having to do over 2 pages, not often, but sometimes. Like, for example, I have this research presentation on Monday and we had to do a paper over it, and I think the paper is 12 pages. There's 6 of us in the group, so each of us wrote like 2 pages. Okay, the next question is, have you ever taken summer courses for college? If so, what classes were they, and was it more difficult? Well, no, I haven't taken any summer courses. I actually was going to take summer courses this summer, but I don't think it's going to work out like that. I don't even think there's going to be any classes open or any spots open for us. So, no, I haven't taken any summer courses. But I know, okay, so to answer your second question, what classes were they and was it more difficult? You just have to keep in mind, especially like if you're trying to take a science class like A&P over the summer, I don't recommend that whatsoever, because that's a lot of information, a lot of important information that you have to try to retain in such, you know, a short amount of time. You just have to keep in mind when it comes to summer courses, that summer time span is much shorter versus if you were in a regular semester. So a lot of the times you're going to have to, you know, you're going to be having a lot more content that you're going to have to kind of push in together. So just keep that in mind. Unless you're trying to take like an elective class over the summer that boosts your GPA, which I know a lot of people do that. Just taking like an easy online, you know, elective class just so you can have something, you know, to raise your GPA. Of course, that's not going to be more difficult because it is an elective class. But yeah, I can't really answer that question because I haven't really experienced it myself. Okay, the next question, how tall are you? I am 5'9", 5'10". Yeah. That's all I have to say. I'm 5'9", 5'10", somewhere. Okay, the next question is, how do you prefer to take notes on your computer or writing on paper or flashcards? So, okay, here's the thing. When I get into the classroom setting, or just in general, I write super slow, and a lot of times the professors, they talk extremely fast. They'll speed through the PowerPoints, and I won't even have time to write down one sentence from the PowerPoint. So when I'm in class, well, really, I like to have my notes done before I actually go into the class, but if I don't, or if I just want to add more notes to the notes I already have, I prefer to type it on my computer. That's why I literally take my computer everywhere with me. And it's also more convenient because I have a tendency sometimes, or I used to have a tendency of losing my papers a lot, losing my notes a lot. And I don't like them to get all crinkly. Like I told y'all, OCD. So I like, when I'm in classroom, I like to do it on the computer. But if I'm trying to get something into memory, let's just say before my test, if there's something that I just, like a couple of days, I'm realizing, you know, the information is not sticking in my head. What I like to do is write. I'll rewrite it out. And I think studies show that if you write it out in pencil, that it's going to stick in your mind more. So I like to write it out on a piece of paper and a pencil. And the next question is, can you do a video on how you do your bun? It's so cute. Thank you very much. It's very hard because my hair is very thick, but I will definitely make a video over that. I will say summertime, or the beginning of summertime, or once I get finals out the way, because honestly, after I drop these next few videos, it's going to be kind of hard for me to record and to upload because I do have finals that I have to worry about. And like I told y'all from day one, school always has to come first. Okay, the next question, do you wear makeup to nursing school or just lashes? Okay, this, what y'all see right now, is what I wear to school. I don't really wear makeup because, well, for one, I don't know how to put it on. I was never, you know, skilled in that area, which is a-okay with me. I feel like I already take too long in the morning. So honestly, chapstick and lashes and I'm good to go. Next question is, if you could witness any event of the past, present, or future, what would it be? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, for the past, I wish I could have been there for Obama's inauguration. That would have been monumental, okay, legendary. For the present, if I could actually be presently right now at Prairie View A&M University watching the inauguration of our first female president ever, that would be amazing, but I have to be at school in like an hour and a half, so that's not going to happen. And then for the future, call me crazy, but if I could just witness my funeral so I can see who's there and who's not there, like, that would be perfect. So I can see who I can stop talking to now or who I can expect in my future. Y'all probably think I'm crazy, but I think that would be pretty cool. Okay, how many hours a day do you study is the next question. Okay, so I don't really have a set time. I kind of study till I reach my study goal. So, okay, I'll give y'all an example. So my blueprint for the test that I have on Wednesday, my review packet that I have, it's, I believe, 70 pages long. So what I did, how I split that up, is I divided 70, whatever, I think it was 70 pages. I divided that by 2, and then I got that done in one day because I didn't have anything I had to do that day as far as like leaving the house. So I stayed in and I didn't stop studying until I reached the goal of 30. I think it was 30, yeah, or 35. And then the remaining pages that I had left, I split in 2 because on Wednesday I had something to do. I had to work. So I did, I think it was 15 pages on Wednesday. And then Thursday I had clinical. So I did the last of the 15 pages. So it just really depends how I, you know, set my goals up, or, you know, how much I know the information. If it's, you know, days before the test, I'm going to be studying a lot. But a lot of times people like to tell me, you know, Leandria, because, you know, based off of what I put on Instagram or Snapchat, everyone feels like I study all the time. But that's honestly not the truth. I may sit down for an hour or 2 or 3 hours, you know, to try to retain information, try to recall information. And a lot of times too, a lot of my studying techniques when it comes closer to the test, I'm not really studying, I'm just doing practice questions. So it really just depends on the day and what I have to get done. Okay, then the next question is, would you want to work day shifts or night shifts as a nurse? So I think as a new graduate nurse, I don't think you have much of an option. I think you have to go kind of straight into night shift, which I think it would be pretty cool. Because a lot of times, especially like during the summertime, I'm a nighttime person, so I can only imagine when I'm not in school, you know, how much I'm going to be up or not be up, or, you know, I don't really have school to worry about when I have a job. So honestly, I would be open to working, you know, the day or night shift. But honestly, right now, I would say the night shift. My pediatric clinical that I had last week, which I'm going to talk about in another video, I actually had it from 2:30 to like 9:30 or 10:30, and I will honestly say I truly like that little evening shift. I kind of enjoyed it because versus like during the morning time when you're fresh on fresh on the floor, you have to worry about all the doctors coming through, the PT, like everybody's coming through and everything's so hectic versus like towards the evening and the nighttime. A lot of that stuff is already out of the way, so you don't have to worry about extra bodies being on the floor with you. Okay, just a few more. This question, when I read it, I was like, what the heck? But okay, would you ever date a doctor? Girl, would I date a doctor? Yeah, I mean, I would date a doctor, marry a doctor, be engaged to a doctor. I mean, of course. The next question is, did you take out any loans to pay for school? If you did, do you have any advice for people who want to go to nursing school but are afraid to be in debt? So, honestly, everyone's afraid to be in debt. I'm afraid to be in debt, but hey, I'm in debt. I did take out loans. I kind of didn't have a choice. And what I try to do with that is I try to look at it long term. I try to see this is, going to be worth it in the end. But when it comes to you not wanting to be in debt, when it comes to just college in general, not just nursing school, because honestly, you have to pay for your prereqs too. You have to be hardcore on scholarships. Those scholarships that, you have to write papers for, that you have to get recommendation letters for. Those big scholarships, even small scholarships, because the more small scholarships you do and you actually, get accepted for, those add up. So if you don't want to be in debt, I highly, highly encourage that you start off right off the bat. If you're in high school, start looking into scholarships for high schoolers. They have scholarships for seniors that are about to graduate, for incoming freshmen. There's tons and tons of scholarships out there. Scholarships.com, minority scholarships. Like, there's so much that's out there that's actually free money. It's just a lot of people, including myself, I'm not going to lie, I just don't have the time to sit and write essays. And then a lot of times, which this is really bad, don't take after me, a lot of times I get super discouraged and I'm like, I'm writing this paper and I'm not even going to get this money. Like, I'll stop in the middle of the application. So definitely right off the bat, scholarships. The last question is, what made you want to start vlogging? So I try to, when I record videos or when I, get to planning on how the topics that I want to cover, I think about what would I want to see and what I enjoy watching. So a lot of times, 9 times out of 10, if I see, okay, so my favorite YouTubers, if I've seen they uploaded a vlog versus just a regular sit-down talking video, I'm going to go to that vlog first because I'm pretty sure 9 times out of 10 there's going to be a lot more happening in the vlog versus the video. So, and I feel like in order for people to get a true insight to see, how things operate in my lifestyle as a nursing student or just as me in general, I have to start vlogging more. Me just sitting down and doing talking videos 24/7, I know it can get boring, especially when it's a long video like this one. And then I know like back I think it was like last year, in the middle of last year, people were asking me like, can you vlog when you go to school? So keep in mind, I can't take the vlogs in the hospital. And then a lot of times when I'm in school, there's a lot of instructors walking around. So for me to just pop out a camera and just have it everywhere, I don't think that's very smart. So when I do vlog, I try to vlog, when I can, wherever I can. And yeah, I really just long story short, to just have you guys kind of see a bigger insight or a better insight of what's going on in my life. That's all the questions. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want me to do another one, send more questions, email them to me, DM them to me. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe, stay up, and stay with it. I'll see you guys in the next video.